Hello, all of you bold, beautiful, brilliant, and highly evolved souls. I am Davina, and today's topic is exhaustion and hopelessness. And first of all, I think it's really important to know that exhaustion can be a flashback. Um, this whole process is definitely exhausting. Um, but it is really important to understand that exhaustion itself can honestly be a flashback. So you were triggered maybe by something, something in your day or something in your week that, triggered some tiredness. And because you have some tiredness, it's now magnified into feeling that kind of exhaustion you felt as a child. And it's really important to validate this feeling. I know, especially for me, this is one that's really hard. And I'm like, no, I'm not tired. No, I'm not tired. I shouldn't be tired. And what I found really freeing this week is just using the word should, like, yes, I should feel exhausted. Like really validating what my inner child is going through. Because right now I am in that what I call Donna mode, which means I am in pretty much fully in like my inner child emotional state. And it's really good even just saying this out loud because I'm in denial up until now in my morning, just thinking I shouldn't be tired, I shouldn't be tired. Um, but it really helps to acknowledge, yes, Donna, you should feel exhausted. You're being raised by a narcissist. I can talk to Donna as if it's really happening in the present because for her it's happening like right now. It's very strange, but it's like it's really like a time travel and or more like the back, like your past has now jumped into your present. Um, so so yes, I should be feeling tired because my parents were both narcissists. And, I can imagine how freaking exhausting that would be. And picture, myself as a child. And when you're with a narcissist, you're constantly having to caretake their shame, make sure that they don't feel bad. You don't want to look too intelligent or you might make them feel bad. So you might play dumb or, just generally complying and going along with what they want instead of asserting your own needs and desires because you know that that is going to set them off and that is going to just lead to more shaming and more blaming. So you go along with what they want. Oh, okay, I can't express sadness here. I can't express my anger and frustration here. So I have to pack that away and then try to pretend that I'm not feeling those things. And even that is exhausting because probably your whole childhood, you had to pack away all these unacceptable emotions and try to put on this false self to try to be acceptable for your narcissistic parent. And you can imagine how exhausting that is minute by minute of your day because everything is like I noticed this in my mind especially recently, like everything goes back to the people pleasing. It goes back to like um trying to show my parents, trying to prove to them like how strong I am or how tough I am or how capable I am or um making sure that my mom doesn't feel uncomfortable by something I'm saying or something I'm doing. Making sure she doesn't get upset because I've asked her a question and she's not really available. She doesn't really want to talk about anything of importance. So everything like that, I'm like as myself as a child was like constantly in this mode. I can imagine even when I went to school and was away from my home, that in my head, everything is going around to like how can I please my mother? And if I take this picture home and show my mom, will she be happy? Will she be pleased? Well, then maybe then she'll love me, because it all revolves around that. Like, if I do this, if I try to please her, maybe I'll get like a modicum of care. Maybe I'll get that love that I'm fine, like that I'm really, really desiring and I need. And so it's this ever exhausting, um, exasperating search for that love, and that you're trying to get that care, you're trying to get empathy, and you just never get it, but you just keep trying and trying. And that's the only way that you stay alive, is by having that little bit of hope that if you just do it right, you just do the right thing, that your parents are gonna love you for who you are. And they never do. And so it's this endless, exhausting, and of course it feels hopeless. As soon as you have exhaustion, for me anyway, they're very intertwined. I feel exhausted, and then I immediately feel hopeless, and maybe fear join in there. And of course, around all of this is a lot of shame, that it's my fault, that I was to blame. And wow, narcissists blame everything and anything on you. If you're suffering, they'll blame you for your suffering. um so it's just so important to really validate, like lately what I've been doing a lot of is just like, of course I'm feeling terrified, of course I'm feeling ashamed, of course I'm feeling exhausted. My parents were narcissists, and they used me and abused me like a vampire, really. um that's really all I was to them. They sucked the blood out, got the life force that they needed so that they could maintain their fragile ego and survive. Meanwhile, of course, I'm drained of my life force and my metaphorically speaking, well, not really metaphor. That is a really, like, literally, that's what they do, is they drain you, they suck it out of you. And the only way that you can get by with a narcissist is to basically, like, yeah, they annihilate your true self. That's the only way that you can be with a narcissist. And especially as a child, you don't have any choice. It's really important to understand that you had no control over this abuse, no control. Like, it wasn't like if I did this or I did that, then they wouldn't have abused me. Um, you know, you could have switched babies, and that other baby would have grown up in that same household and experienced the exact same stuff as you. And it's absolutely exhausting to be with a narcissist, and especially to be raised by one. So yeah, I just wanted to really send out some validation for you today. And this whole healing process is exhausting. Exhaustion can be so many different things. It could be a flashback. It could be that you're in depression or grief. It could just be not just, but it could be, shame also can makes me feel tired, right? And then it, of course, can just be a whole pile of things, right? And then just trying to survive day-to-day living. Yeah, so I feel in some ways the whole healing process kind of, is a flashback in a sense that it mirrors what happened in childhood, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I just wanted to get some of this off of my chest, and I hope it's been validating for you, and to understand that, just give yourself lots of love and compassion. Give yourself what your parents couldn't give you. Just hold yourself and, love yourself. And yeah, it is, you're here. And if you're here, then you are possible. You are possible because you survived the impossible, the almost impossible, which was surviving your childhood. So if you can do that, then you are possible and your future is possible. You are brilliant, you're intuitive, you're strong, and you have a strong, strong connection with yourself. And the more you build that, the more you will, make those choices that lead to, just more peace and more flourishing. And gosh, I certainly hope so. That is the hope, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, you are possible. So I am sending you many, many blessings of healing and many, many blessings on your journey of healing and awakening, and sending you many blessings of healing as well. And I am Davina, and you can find me at Boldness Blooming.